my name is Jeanette, and I want to thank you for joining me on the channel Jane Reads. So today I'm going to share about 9 new releases that are coming out in April, May, and June that I am anticipating, that I am looking forward to reading, or have added to my list for another reason. And you will find out that reason when I get to the other ones. So I had only 8 on the list because I don't like to be overwhelming. But then I realized, oh, I forgot something that I'd heard about. So it made it 9. Okay, so April 1st, Tuesday, April 1st, Sunrise Reef by Irene Hannon. This is book number 11 of our Hope Harbor series. Now, you do not have to read this series in order, but I recommend it, because it introduces you to the town of Hope Harbor, and each book has, the main characters are people we usually haven't met, or we've met them as a side character but don't really know them that well, and then they're the main character of the book. But you see the community members, you get to know like the pastor and the father, the taco truck maker, like a lot. And in this one, and I don't know if I mentioned, it was a contemporary romance series. And in this one, we are following Bryn, who has been a side character in the past. She is a barista at the coffee shop, and now she is the main character. So we get to know more about her rather than just being in the background. And we know that she is a free spirit, and the guy is a CPA, Noah, who doesn't really plan on staying in Hope Harbor, and we'll see what happens. So we got a free spirit and a CPA. Can they mesh? Will they mesh together? What's going to happen? I am really looking forward to going back to Hope Harbor and reconnecting with characters, hopefully, that we've met in the past. Okay, then on April the 15th is The Accused by Cara Putman. This is book number 2 of the Secrets to Keep series. It is a romantic suspense. I have not read book 1 in this series, but I have read Cara Putman in the past for her suspense, and I really enjoyed it. And this one, when a popular college student is murdered, her international roommate, Annalise, becomes the prime suspect. But law professor Margot Robbins doesn't believe that the quiet, lonely German girl in her class is the killer. So this is being compared a little bit to the Amanda Knox situation, and so I'm really intrigued about this one. There is a longer description, but I'm not going to read it. Okay, April the 29th, 2 Seconds Too Late by Dani Pettrey. This is book number 2 of the Jeopardy Falls series. It is another romantic suspense, and I cannot wait for this one. I just read book 1, One Wrong Move, earlier this month, and I'm like, when does book 2 come out? Yeah. So we are following the sister that we met in book 1, and because it is kind of a little pickup from book 1. Now, the storyline is completely separate. I do know that. But you're meeting characters that you met in the previous book. So I'm only going to read a little snippet of the description. In the stark but beautiful wilds of northern New Mexico, a luxury spa and a couple's retreat turn into a chilling nightmare when a woman vanishes without a trace, just hours after a public fight with her boyfriend. Worried something sinister has happened, her friends reach out to investigator Riley McLeod, an expert skip tracker, for help. And Riley is the sister that we met in book 1. And then there's more going on, and I'm hoping there's a side relationship with Riley that I'm hoping happens in book 2. But I don't know. I'm anxious to read this one. This is probably, there's 2 on this list that I am like the most excited about, and this is one of them. Okay, now let's move into May. So May the 6th, we've got Capture This Moment by Suzanne Woods Fisher. This is book 1 of the National Parks Summers series, so it's a new series that she is starting. It is a contemporary romance. And it says that Kate is facing the opportunity of a lifetime. As a zoo photographer, she spent years photographing animals in carefully controlled environments. But now, National Geographic has dangled an irresistible if Kate can snag a unique photo of the legendary grizzly bear number 399 in Grand Teton National Park, they must publish it, or they might publish it. It's a kind of challenge Kate has been waiting for, and she's eager to prove herself in the wild. Really, as soon as I saw this cover, it was like, ooh, what's that book about? I want to read that book. Like, I was so drawn to the cover. And I have read Suzanne Woods Fisher before and really did enjoy some of them. So, yes. Okay, then on May 20th. Now, I'm going to be fully transparent here. I added this book only because Liz Johnson is an author I want to read to zero. And, well, she has a new book coming out. And it's Sometimes You Stay, and it is a contemporary romance, and it says it's part of the Red Door Inn romance because the main characters go to the Red Door. Now, I don't like this cover. I saw it, when I first saw it, it was like, whatever. But then I was like, oh, it's Liz Johnson. She's one I want to read to zero. So I need to add this to my list because I can't read her to zero if I don't read this book. So it says, for digital content creator Krisha Martin, I have no idea how to say her first name, home is wherever her carry-on suitcase lands. And it's constantly landing in new places as she travels the world. She's never been interested in settling in one spot. After all, houses are just places that collect junk and tie you down. But when she literally bumps into a local dog breeder, Finn, on Prince Edward Island, and all the tools of her trade end up in the harbor, she can't exactly leave until she gets things sorted out. And then it says, at some point, Finn is horrified by the part he played in the accident and offers to help, arranging for Krisha to stay with a friend at the beautiful Red Door Inn. Now, I really enjoyed the Red Door Inn book, like book number 1 of that series. I really enjoyed it. And just going back to PEI and visiting those characters, possibly, I don't know. But yeah, that's why this one's on the list. Okay, June the 10th. This is the book that I am so excited about. And it got me because of the little tagline summary description, and it says lawyer James McKinney, no, it's not McKinney, lawyer James Kinney isn't looking for love, and laundress Sarah O'Connor doesn't want to be found. When their paths cross in a British colony on the brink of rebellion, a marriage of convenience may be their best hope of survival. And it's set in Canada, 1837. Like, it's a marriage of convenience story. So the book is The Lawyer and the Laundress by Christine Hill Shantz. I think that's how you say her last name. And this is a debut author. And she's Canadian. And the book's set in Canada. And it's a marriage of convenience story. And with a lawyer. Like, I don't know how many checkboxes on my list this book can have. But it has checked a lot of them. So I am really looking forward to this book. And today, I received a NetGalley advanced reader copy of it. So I will be reading this before it comes out. I am so excited. The only reason I saw this on NetGalley a few months ago. I think it was like an early preview, like you couldn't request a copy or anything. And I saw the cover and just the colors on the cover. And then it was like The Lawyer. Okay, what's that book about? So then I read a little bit of the description. I just read that little tagline about it being a marriage convenience story. And I was like, ooh, I want to read that. And this is being published by Tyndale. So it is Christian fiction. Or inspirational fiction. I don't know. But yeah, I am so excited about this book. Oh, and did I mention it's historical fiction? I don't know what I said. Okay. Now, also on June 10th, another book that I am very excited about, and was kind of like, how dare you, in a way. Karen Witemeyer is another author that I want to read to zero. And I'm working through and hoping I can do it this year. And then she releases another book soon, coming out on June the 10th. And that book is To Love a Beast. It is book 1 of the Once Upon a Time in Texas series. So she just did a series with fairy tale retellings. And so this is a new series with that same theme. And To Love a Beast, you can guess it's Beauty and the Beast in 1800s Texas. I love Texas settings. I love 1800s. I love Beauty and the Beast. Like, okay, I'll add this book. And so this is a book that she is independently publishing. And I don't really want to read anything of the description. I've got it written down, but I haven't actually read through it. And I'm not going to, because I don't need to know much more than that. It's 1800s, set in Texas. It's Karen Witemeyer. Yeah, that's all I'm going to tell you. So on June the 17th, we have The Codebreaker's Daughter by Amy Lynn Green. This is historical fiction. I'm not sure what year it's set. Around D-Day, I think. That's what it looks like based on the summary. I have really enjoyed a couple of Amy Lynn Green's books that I've read. One I really didn't like, and her other one I haven't read yet, so I don't have an opinion. So, again, I'm drawn in by the cover. I just like this cover. And it says, Diana's role in... Dinah? I am so bad with character names sometimes. Role in the U.S. Capitol for the Office of Strategic Services is far from the thrilling espionage career she dreamed of. Instead of covert missions, she crafts rumors aimed at undermining Axis morale while trying to live up to the expectations of her demanding mother, Lillian. Yet, as she navigates her duties, she uncovers a startling Lillian was once a codebreaker, breaking military ciphers during the Great War alongside some of the nation's most brilliant minds. The deeper she dives into her mother's journal, the more the secrets of the past come to light, including the heavy costs of high-stakes code breaking. Okay, a journal? That could be interesting. So, yeah. Okay, and the last book comes out on the June the 24th, and it is Echoes of Darkness by Darlene L. Turner. This is another Canadian author, and it is a romantic suspense. I have read a lot of her love-inspired suspense books, and this is a full length, also published by Love Inspired Suspense, but a full length, and this is her first one. And it says, a serial killer stalks a small town, and a police officer must face her family's dark past to catch him. I am really looking forward to this one, and it's another one, the cover drew me in. If it wasn't for the author, I would have added this book just because of the cover. But I know this author, I really enjoyed a lot of hers, and I kind of, you know, the 6 Degrees of Separation with Kevin Bacon, I think it's 6 Degrees. That's how I feel with Darlene L. Turner, because one of my really good friends knows her personally. I have never met her personally, but yeah. So I have a separate degree of separation there. So yeah, those are the 9 books that are coming out in the next 3 months that I cannot wait for. As I said, there are 2 that I am like most excited about, and one I have an advanced reader copy of. The other one, I will be getting my hands on it as soon as I can possibly get it, because I cannot wait to read Riley's story. I would love to chat in the comments below. Tell me what your most anticipated book is, or if you've discovered any new ones through this video that you did not know were coming out soon. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video today, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.